In the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Ukrainian in the Donbas, around Chasiv Yar, have detected Russian motorcycle troops with a reconnaissance drone. These Russian motorcycle soldiers launched a new assault toward this region. The Russians faced not only the soldiers holding the line in the trenches, but also Ukrainian kamikaze UAVs gliding toward the enemy with surgical accuracy. The first motorcycles were destroyed, and the enemy Russian assault group soldiers who fled the bikes were neutralized in the open field. Ukrainian FP5 drones striked Russian motorcycle units. As you can see, following the neutralization of the first unit, another group attempted to advance, but they could achieve nothing on the Ukrainian front line. This group was also disabled by a sudden, accurate kamikaze drone strike. This assault was successfully repelled by the Ukrainian Armed Forces 24th King Daniel Brigade, the 18th Slavic Brigade, the 101st and 5th Infantry Brigades, and the Special 427th Rarog Unit. A military operation executed with cold precision strike and flawless timing. In conclusion, Ukrainian forces and FP5 drones obliterated Russian motorcycle troops. However, the continuation is even more captivating, because FPV drone operators immediately detected the direction of movement of the Russian convoy following the motorcycles. Then successive kamikaze attacks within seconds disabled 2 Russian MTLB armored vehicles. A giant cloud of smoke billowed over the area, echoing the massive blasts. This counterattack created panic, fear, and absolute chaos within the Russian forces. There was no escape from the FPV drones, reconnaissance UAVs, and electronic warfare systems, which worked in perfect coordination to completely neutralizing the enemy. In this military incident around Chasiv Yar, 5 Russian motorcycles and 2 MTLB armored vehicles were destroyed, and the Russian military units were disabled. To ensure you don't miss new footage and military analyses from this front line, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and please share your thoughts with others in the comments. A Russian soldier immediately hides in a bunker. Clearly, he has spotted the Ukrainian drone. The Ukrainian reconnaissance drone moves into action. These military images from the Ukrainian front line once again expose the grim face of the war. An FPV drone operation is launched against the underground bunker, resulting in the bunker being destroyed, the enemy soldier being neutralized, and the concealed munitions being obliterated. In a word, Russian basements under Ukrainian fire. Subsequently, the drones were directed toward armored targets in the open field. In short order, several MTLB, armored vehicles, and other accompanying Russian armor were disabled and rendered completely unusable by sudden, precise drone strikes. The MTLB is one of the most frequently used vehicles by the Russians in this war. Their successive destruction is a major achievement and a moral blow to the enemy, as the massive blasts followed one after another. Summary: large Russian troops face Ukrainian FPV drone. However, the operation was not limited to that. Ukrainian units also detected and engaged enemy electronic systems deployed in the forested area. A Ukrainian kamikaze drone instantly disabled the electronic warfare elements and other Russian electronic assets. This completely collapsed the coordination of Russian forces in the region. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones first conduct surveillance to pinpoint the targets, and then the kamikazes move in to deliver the blow. Thus, the power of teamwork ensures enemy equipment is destroyed. These victories on the battlefield provide high morale to the Ukrainian army. In the final phase of the operation, Ukrainian units created a secure passage corridor by destroying anti-tank minefields using kamikaze drones. This allowed Ukrainian forces to both resupply the forward positions and secure the area against potential counterattacks. This is a true display of tactical strike superiority. In this latest military engagement on the Ukrainian front line, Russian soldiers were detected around ruined houses. Immediately afterward, Ukrainian FPV drone operators pinpointed the target zone. The Russian soldiers quickly sought cover inside the ruins. A reconnaissance UAV gliding overhead confirmed their position, and a few seconds later, kamikaze FPV drones moved into action, launching powerful assaults. But it wasn't over. Other drones, advancing with terrifying agility, delivered precision strikes on the ruins with cold precision, strike, and flawless timing. This time, a direct hit, and the target was completely neutralized. The ruins were torn apart or destroyed, the enemy soldiers were disabled, and the munitions the enemy had concealed were obliterated. New frontline footage from eastern Ukraine once again reveals the direction of the war. The Ukrainian 503rd Marine Brigade completely neutralized Russian units with an FPV drone operation conducted in a forested area. Ukrainian Marines wipe out Russian troops with FPV drones. In the area concealed by heavy fog and tree cover, reconnaissance UAVs detected potential enemy targets. Subsequently, kamikaze FPV drones moved against the enemy with cold precision, strike, and flawless timing. Russian infantry advancing among the trees became the target zone within minutes and were neutralized with accurate strikes. On Ukraine's eastern front, new footage has revealed the unseen aspect of these military engagements. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones detected Russian mortar batteries camouflaged behind dense tree cover. The target zone was carefully designated, and shortly thereafter, FPV kamikaze drones moved into action. With the cool-headed coordination and flawless timing of the Ukrainian FPV drone operators, the drone destroyed the mortars beneath the camouflage netting with sudden strikes. Subsequently, the second and third FPV drones dove into the same target zone. These assaults, carried out with destructive efficiency, largely disabled the enemy's fire support. The mortar positions in the forest were engulfed in flames within minutes. The Ukrainian army maintains decisive superiority with such operations. The result is clear when technology, discipline, and tactical intelligence converge: total destruction and control. Near Malotokmachka, Ukrainian forces launched a major counterattack against the enemy. A Russian T-72 tank was detected while conducting a withdrawal maneuver. A guided anti-tank missile locked on with extraordinary composure. And within seconds, the battlefield erupted into a massive fireball. The tank was engulfed in flames. The sound of the massive blast was heard for miles. This Ukrainian precision strike not only destroyed a tank, but also shattered Russia's frontline morale. Reconnaissance UAVs recorded every second, from the moment of launch to the impact. Technology and human will have once again changed the direction of the war. On the Lyman direction of the front line, during the morning hours, Ukrainian Army FPV UAV units launched intensive operations against Russia's supply lines and logistics vehicles. Following an extensive reconnaissance mission, successive FPV drone strikes completely tore apart Russia's on-the-ground reinforcement system. In this military engagement, as you will see, enemy vehicles were quickly identified, and the precision strike by Ukrainian FPV drones virtually disabled the enemy in the area. This was followed by the destruction of a motorcycle and then another enemy vehicle. If you want to closely follow these military analyses, hot developments from the battlefield, and real moments from the front, don't forget to subscribe to the channel now, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments.